Yo everybody, what is going on? Lazy Chicken here, bringing you a little Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay. I am super excited about this new game. Picked it up a couple days ago. It's been really fun so far. It's a lot different from the other Call of Duties, as I'm sure many of you know from personal experience from playing the game, or if you haven't even picked up the game or you're thinking about it. There's a little bit of a learning curve, I don't know if I'd say a learning curve, or I would say a little bit of a change from the other Call of Duties. You die a lot quicker, and you kill a lot quicker, so I guess that's a advantage and disadvantage at the same time. So yeah, in this video I'm going to talk about kind of where I've been, and then my plans for coming time on YouTube, and so yeah, let's jump right into it. For the past kind of month or whatever, there's actually kind of two parts of this story. So the first one, and kind of the smaller reason, is I broke my finger in PE class, playing basketball, and just kind of jammed my finger, and I got something called mallet finger. It was pretty gross, and it hurt a lot when it happened, but I'm used to broken bones. I've actually gotten a lot of them. But anyway, so that was the first reason, kind of a smaller reason. And a side note, it was kind of hard to play, kind of hard gripping the controller. And I recorded a couple of gameplays recently with it that just weren't very good, kind of subpar gameplays, not the standard I'm used to. And that kind of killed my KD, so I've been trying to work it up and get it back to the excellent KD that I normally have. Just kidding. But anyway, so yeah, the other reason was it was actually pretty cool. It was hard at the same time, but I actually did a technology fast for my English class, and it was really hard but really cool at the same time. I got a lot of experience out of it, and I really learned a lot from it. And I guess I know that's the point of a lot of these assignments, but this one in particular was just really interesting for me, really cool. Because it was something that I got to choose. I picked the assignment, and basically what we had to do was pick kind of like a social kind of assignment that like commentates on the way social system is set up right now. So like a lot of people did really, really cool things and interesting things. Like a lot of people I know did like fasts from cars, like they couldn't drive, so that was pretty interesting. They had to get their parents to drive them everywhere and stuff like that. I know one girl, which was actually really crazy. She did a fast from like all solid foods for like 2 days. So that basically was her like eating like only protein shakes and things like that, just drinking a lot of juices and stuff. And I could not personally do that just because I know I eat a ton right now. So that would have been crazy for me to do. I was pretty unique in that I did a technology fast. Not many other people did that or wanted to do that, just because it was a pretty big challenge. And in the end, it was actually worth it because I ended up getting 100 on the assignment. So that was awesome. And what it actually entailed was my phone. There were limitations on my phone. I could only call like my parents, my sister if I needed to and stuff in case of emergencies. And then I also called my girlfriend and my friends a couple of times just to talk because I couldn't text. And I know that made a lot of people pretty angry because they would text me and I was like, oh, I couldn't reply, sorry, when I would meet them in person. So yeah, there was that. There was also the Xbox. I could not play Xbox, which was just killer. That was by far the hardest part because I couldn't. I love playing it. Gaming's a big part of my life. So that was really hard. And then lastly, the last aspect of it was I couldn't do social media. So that included YouTube. And that also included like Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. I was allowed to work on my computer if I needed to do assignments and stuff like that, other papers and things like that. So I wasn't completely cut off from technology, but I was very tempted to go on Facebook every once in a while, but I stayed strong and I didn't do it. So I was pretty impressed with myself for that. But kind of examining it and doing like the synthesis paper I had to do after, I learned a lot. I learned just kind of like how connected we all are to our media, and like technology now and kind of like the 21st century and things like that, like I didn't even realize how dependent I was like on those things. Like just when boring times came around, I would just get on those things and waste time basically. And another aspect of it was it made me kind of do a lot more human interaction, if that makes sense, because I couldn't text and talk with people on Facebook and things like that. I got together with people a lot more. I hung out face to face, and that was actually a really big bonus. And I'm doing that a lot more now, so that's a great aspect of it that I learned from. And then lastly, it made me a lot more. I had to do a lot more like to fill my time because I wasn't just gaming or things like that or playing lacrosse. I did a lot of lacrosse, did a lot of running and things like that, got in physical shape, hung out with my family a lot more, and then kind of like I said, hung out with friends and things like that. So I hope that story was interesting. Maybe none of you guys cared at all about that. Maybe you guys are just like lazy, get to the gameplay, talk about ghosts and things like that. So, but I can promise you, I'm gonna do a lot of commentaries, start doing a lot more consistency with my videos because I know that's what's gonna lead to success. So get excited for that. I got a lot of good gameplay ideas in mind for Ghosts. I got a lot of kind of good playlists, like I said, in mind. And one of them that I have, which will be pretty fun, is kind of playing with the hardest class setup I can possibly think of, like combat knife only with throwing knife and no perks and stuff like that. So that'll be really fun and really, really hard. It'll be a huge challenge that I'm willing to take on. And if you guys have like a class idea in mind, let me know. I really enjoy doing that, and I'll give you guys a little personal shout out if you give me something. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay. I'm excited to be back, and I apologize again about not telling you guys. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so, and I will see you guys soon. Peace out.